So, as hopefully 5 of us all know, Nathan had a birthday semi-recently.
Yeah.
And I like to give out little inspiration points as birthday presents. And that has not changed. However, what has changed is how inspirations are going to work. Instead of giving you advantage on a roll, you will automatically succeed the roll to the best of your ability upon using your inspiration point.
That's awesome.
Yes, so if you are asking to do an impossible thing, you're still not going to do said impossible thing. But you won't fuck it up real bad. It only applies to D20 rolls, not D100 rolls, not damage rolls, nothing of the sort. And it only applies to your rolls. So you cannot use inspiration on anybody else's rolls other than your own.
Okay. So is it, just for clarity, is it essentially the same as like getting a critical success? If
It
you
would
use
be,
it?
yes.
Okay. And theoretically you could use it on like a saving throw, ability roll, or attack roll.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to turn my lights back on because I can't see.
Do it.
Okay.
And just for clarification, last campaign went on for 5 years. So don't be too scared to use these things as I give them out. And
Yeah.
if I forget to give one out from a birthday, fucking scream at me.
Give yourself an inspiration.
You don't want me to have one of those. Anyways. I guess I'll put it to a vote.
Correct, I don't.
I guess I'll put
No.
it to a vote. Nathan, Ronnie had the funny idea that I give myself one of these inspirations. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You ask me, the Chaos Agent?
I'm asking everybody. I want answers from everybody, and if you tie, fuck you all. I'll give it to myself anyway.
I'm here to make the experience worse. What are you talking about? Yes, you have inspiration.
Nathan, give her one in your campaign.
Yeah.
Nathan tends
Did I
to give
not
them
tell
out.
you?
You tend to give them out as like story beats, though, don't you? I feel like we've gotten them otherwise.
Y'all still have.
I don't think I've
Unless y'all.
used the one that you already gave me, so.
I think I used
Yeah.
that bitch up fast.
Everyone got an inspiration when they drank the sap of the.
I
ivory
we'll
tower.
talk about it later. I might have used it. I don't remember.
I think I already used mine.
But unless I have 3 resounding no's.
Oh, fuck it, go for it.
Okay. So,
Hey.
getting into tonight's recap. It's a long one, folks. I need some water. Last session, our 4 escapees took to land, anchoring in Stone Table Haven, a large enough, bustling city with massive walls surrounding the main bulk of the buildings here. During your arrival, a strange figure was spotted leaving the top of the old castle where the mayor of the city and other important council members reside. You all met with Viz's mother, Salia, and while allowing them to have a moment alone upstairs, in this inn owned by the elven widow, again, this figure seen escaping out into the sea, onto one of the boats, and then onto yours. The group isn't so sure, but what they do know is that whoever this could have been took down 5 guards by themselves. In the morning, a small Fire Ganassi girl that Murin knows was seen questioning the guards about the mayor's safety at this moment, as the guards kind of just refused to give any answers to any questions. You were all sent back inside to await further questioning, where you found Viz happened to be missing, and after doing some digging in both her room and by talking to her mother, it's become obvious that your elvish friend has been less than open about everything. Salia confided in Satyr that she still wishes for answers on the death of her husband. All the while, you all had Viz confess to it being her having killed her own father. Upstairs, the others stumbled onto something almost unexplainable. moving a dresser of hers to in front of a window like it seemingly had been done multiple times. The back of the wardrobe opened up into a different place, a small hallway, into a larger chamber that none of you could really see the end of too well, with doors covering almost every inch of wall within the main chamber. You all caught the attention of two individuals in the center of the chamber who were previously locked in conversation with each other, before one of them cautiously banished the party away, saying that they could not be here at this time. Full of questions, finally, you were all allowed back into the city. You all move off the wooden piers into a solid stone surface, and within a few moments of walking, the sound of voices fills your ears. Passerbys are still nosily trying to get any sort of info about what happened the night prior, and they're kind of crowding around the area looking for their friends or family who may have been held up due to the questioning overnight. You begin to head towards the city center, which I think, Murin, you probably just kind of start taking the lead.
Yeah.
As soon as you start moving that way, there's a small restaurant almost immediately in front of you, before the road kind of splits off to the right and then goes further into the city. And sitting at an outside table is Viz. On this dining table, she's looking over like a handwritten menu with two others sitting at the table with her. One is this very tall, almost blue-skinned Goliath man. He has very short, wavy hair, kept back with some sort of headband depicting the symbol of Orina. A soft smile kind of flits across his face as he turns to regard his companion next to him, a shorter figure that none of you can get the details out of, as they are behind their large companion from your point of view. So you do cast glimpses of dark hair, glasses, and a set of robes that kind of seem to hang beyond the chair, and almost falls to the ground a little bit. Viz notices all of you as you start to get close. She smiles wide and kind of almost jumps out of her seat. And she turns to her breakfast companions. "Give me just 1 sec, yeah? Let me touch base with my other friends over there." Pushes her seat in really noisily, and she's in a very good mood, it seems. Walks up to your group. "Good morning. How are we all doing today?"
Morning. Where?
Morning.
I'll,
did-
I'll kind of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Where did where did you end up?
Oh, I saw all the commotion, the crowds gathering. I thought I'd get out of there before shit got too real. Needed some breakfast. Also, I got a little start on a boat situation. I think I know someone. I was supposed to send you all to talk with him as soon as I could.
DM, when Viz says they left like during all the commotion, can I insight that?
Sure.
Yikes. My insight's not too bad. That's a 14 total.
She says she left like super early. You think she's absconding on a few details. Like maybe she definitely had to like sneak past some guards or something. But yeah, she
Yeah.
just left earlier today before y'all got up.
Gotcha. Can I ask who your friends are over there?
Just some religious types. They're trying to sell me on their arena, is it? Anyways, I have things for all of you. Here. And she like grabs her bag, sets it on the ground, bends over, and kneels and starts like pulling out 5 little bags. Puts one of them back, opens like the other 4, and starts counting in them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she hands all of you a bag of 50 gold.
Oh,
This is for getting me out of that hellhole. It's really not enough, but it's what I could get at short notice.
Oh. Shit.
honestly, this is a lifesaver.
Also, I'm so sorry.
Go
Real
ahead.
quick, DM. Ronnie knows who Arena is. Does Ollie know of that god slash goddess?
You've seen the symbol before. You might not know. Make a religion check for me if you think like you might know a little bit more than
Could
the
I-
normal person.
Could I get on that?
Yeah, do it.
That's 14.
Do you say religion
Yes, please.
or history?
Religion.
My religion has no bonus.
Me neither.
But yeah, 14.
What you do?
Oh.
3.
Okay. So both of you know Orina, at least the very basics of who Orina is. Give me just one moment. She is kind of just known as, sometimes she's just called the bitch god. She is the goddess of malice, anger. Let me find my actual list. Malice and vengeance. And she's known to be very stubborn. Ollie, with your check, however, certain sects of that following, even though there is less confusion about religion as the gods have been able to deter any sort of like false following of what they want to be followed, like Orina is one of those ones where there's like still a very kind of violent almost majority, not specifically in this city, but where is it? It's in my notes.
Did y'all hear that? I'm sorry.
Huh? I don't think
Sorry,
I
I
did-
was
Never
coughing.
mind.
in Oxpond, there is a church to Orina, and those followers specifically are known to be fairly violent.
Mm.
But otherwise, you don't really know too much.
I got you. Ollie will take the gold, pocket it, but they will kind of look back at Viz. You know, I promise this isn't me trying to butt in and sell you on my religion, but just out of curiosity, is that the sort of god you're interested in?
Nah, they can all go fuck themselves.
Mm.
Selfish sons of bitches, for all I'm concerned. No offense to
Oh.
your god, god.
Goddess. She's not really. I can't speak for the others. I'm not really too invested in what they have going on.
Right. Anyways, Kel. Ollie, you know that name. That person, Kel does not know Ollie, but Ollie knows Kel.
Gotcha.
Kel, as soon as she says the name, kind of sets off, not any alarm bells necessarily, but, he is an informant, and at least somebody that you think you can trust, as far as you can trust someone who would sell you out for the right price, as people in this business would do.
Yeah.
But she continues, friend Kel, said he might be able to get you in touch with somebody to help with the boat problem, or even just take it off your hands himself. And might also be able to help you all out with some of your other things. I didn't mention any of it to him, but I know you have some questions about, I mean, say to your sister. He might know something about her.
I'd love to ask him. Why do you think he'd be familiar? Just well knowledgeable?
He tends to be privy to information that people want. Always been somebody that I could trust, and there's no harm in asking. He could always keep his eyes out after. Other than him, I would recommend you all go see Chansey. She's an alchemist, a couple blocks down that way. Murin, you've seen Chansey's shop. You've never, maybe not been, but you've seen the shop.
Okay.
So you could probably get your team there as well. But she continues, Chansey, you'll have a few health potions if you're interested. But
Could be pretty useful.
the city is all yours. I wanted you to have enough to have some fun, so try not to spend it all on health potions. I need to head back home. I will be there when if you all return there tonight. I'll see you there. Drinks are on me.
Alright. Thanks, Viz.
Of course. Thank all of you. She heads back to the table, kind of takes her menu, walks over to the waiter, gives the waiter the menu, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I'm not going to be eating with those two," and she walks away.
Could I?
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Go
sorry.
ahead.
Could when she said that they'd be back at the bar at night, I guess this guy incite that whole like line.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah. That's gonna be pretty good. 24.
She is she was being truthful when she said that she was heading to the house, and that she wishes to see you all later for drinks, but you don't know if she, or not the house, the inn, you don't know if she's staying there. There's a little bit of, her smile kind of goes a little forced as she's like, "I'll be there until you get back."
When she's out of earshot, I'll just kind of look to the others. I don't really know what to make of that one, but I like the money.
Yeah, it
I
was.
didn't even know how to begin to ask about what the fuck was in her room.
Right. I completely forgot forgot that.
I just didn't know if it would be right to ask.
I had a
'Cause
feeling we
we
wouldn't
kind of
have
went
gotten
through
an answer.
stuff. Yeah.
It, everything. Listen, I think that point kind of leads into my point, which is that I think we might be safer if we kind of distance ourselves from Viz as soon as possible.
Yeah. Don't want to really start any trouble. She
Well,
was the one who. I'm not saying that you're suggesting that. I just mean in the sense of. I have a lot of questions about some of the way she acts, but I know well enough that a lot of people who are shifty like that, like Sater said, you just won't get answers. And I think it may be a good idea to kind of stay out of whatever mess is going on with her. Though I guess I'd want to stay at least acquaintant. Oh my god, I don't know the word. as she was, you know, our ride.
Right.
I have a troubling thought that I think is just me overthinking and worrying, but do you believe we all have reason to worry for Salia's safety? I mean, she
In what
admitted to killing
sense?
her father and had been cooped up for who knows how long.
Yeah. I don't know what the situation there is. I guess we don't really know the full story. She didn't really necessarily give a reason that she killed him, did she?
She only said that she thought he deserved it. But that's only an opinion.
Does her mom know? Do you think?
I couldn't. I didn't know what was going on with Viz. I was so guilty, but I didn't tell her. No, she doesn't know.
Did her mom talk about it?
She was pretty depressed about it because I had found a ring in while cleaning. It had turned out to be his. So I got quite a bit of information.
May I ask? I'm curious about what happened from her perspective if she doesn't know.
Yeah, she said that. I'm so sorry. What was Viz's father's name?
Funnily enough, I think it was Kelsis.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Real quick, could I get passive perceptions from everybody?
Oh boy.
Sorry
My
about
passive
that.
is 15.
15 as well.
Where's mine? Where's mine? 14.
14. As you're talking, I assume you're walking and talking a little bit.
Yeah.
That duo that was sitting at the table with Viz got up shortly after you passed the restaurant, and they are not that far behind you. You don't have enough to suspect that they are like directly following you because they weren't eating a meal there necessarily, so they had no reason to stay there. However, if you purposely make a turn or two, you do get the feeling you're being followed.
I
I'm
knew
gonna-
it. That's why
yeah,
I said
as-
we have to distance ourselves.
As Sader's talking, I'm gonna just kind of mumble. We've got Arena's lapdogs on us.
Motherfuck.
Thought I
Yes.
smelled something. The only other thing I know, Seder trying to play things off and finish what she was saying before. Viz is going other places than just back to the inn, whether staying or living, uncertain. Now, what do we think we'll do? And I'm like, kind of hush, not necessarily whispering, but trying not to have my voice be heard if possible.
Yeah.
By this point, Modin, if you're still leading, where would you be taking them? You weren't given a location where to find Kel. With your insight checks throughout that conversation, that was on purpose. Whether or not he will find you, you're not sure. But so you could either lead them to Chansey's, or you do have another option available to you.
I was about to say, I think, if it was said out loud that we were being followed, I think that is the switch for Murin to be like, well, if we go to one of the places that she recommended we go to, that's where she'll expect us to be, which is if she's trouble for us, then trouble will come to us. So I think I'm actually going to go to Lou.
Yes, you make your way to Lunic's blacksmithing shop. Oh Lord, what did I call it? Did we give it a name? I swear to God, we gave it a name.
Let me see if I have it.
It's not in my notes. Oopsies.
Random question, I'm sorry. Well, I can wait until after you guys find what you're looking for.
It's fully okay. What's the question?
Since Ollie knows of Kel, would he think that Kel would actually have, like, a place of business?
Probably
not.
Or...
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Yeah, you don't think there's, like, a specific place you would go to meet Kel?
Alright.
I think the times Ollie has interacted with him, has been through mail. Like, very secure mail.
Yeah. Follow-up random question. I'm sorry to derail so much.
It's okay.
And I guess this could be something I could RP ask Murin, but I want to get it right first. In your world, how does, like, post work in terms of mail? Is it like you find a courier, or is there, like, post office sort of places?
So in most of the cities, there are... there are big ol' post buildings where they have groups of people who will literally go out in squads of like 4 sometimes and make deliveries to different areas. There are some places where you just straight up can't send mail from or to.
Okay.
Because it might be too dangerous, but yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted that nugget of information for RP purposes later, but thank you.
If you did not find anything, Ren, do you have any recommendations? If not, I will get something.
I did not find anything. But, I think Lou's a simple guy. I think he would just call it Cruiser Forge. Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Cruiser
Forge.
That's awesome.
Yes, you take them to Luinic Cruiser's shop. There are normally more than one person here. Lou, who is the smith, and there is a lovely younger man. His name is... where did I put it? His name is Avron, and he kind of recently got hired to run the main stall of the shop so that Lou can continue to do his own thing. As you approach, one of the larger individual, the Goliath, does begin to start to like gain on you. Like he moves up in a way like he wants to get your attention. And if you look at him, he'll start to speak probably.
Oh. I'll look to the others first.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Seder will whip around.
Yeah, I think... So sorry. I keep cutting you off.
It's fine. It's Discord. Hearing a big oaf approaching close from behind quickly, I'm gonna assess the threat.
Yeah, I think Ollie, once Satyr whips around, will kind of do a over-the-shoulder look to see what it looks like. If there's...
He still has that kind of friendly smile on his face, and he sees the threat, or like that you feel threatened by him, and he kind of, whoa, sorry, I don't know any of you. My friend had a message to deliver. And he moves out of the way to reveal the smaller, kind of looks to be human, with the glasses, kind of short black hair. They look up and they say, "Now, I don't know how this is supposed to work." So their eyes go white and then gold, and a different voice comes out of his mouth. I'd be careful if I were you, children. You are getting involved with bad people, and by the look on your face, I know you know. But I look out for my own.
Weird act, but do I recognize the voice?
You don't. When the voice says, I look after my own, they look at your chest where your symbol of Malavi is, whether you're hiding it under your shirt or not.
Oh shit.
The eyes blink, they stop glowing, and this person stands there kind of dumbfounded. Ow. That hurt. Anyways, sorry.
Can I ask who the sender of that message was?
I wasn't really asking questions. Listen, last night, this weird old man came to me, and he said, hey, if you put this bracelet on, and you see these people, walk up to them, I need to give them a message. The bracelet will do that. And he gave me like 300 gold. I wasn't gonna say no.
What does the bracelet look like on his wrist?
The bracelet seems to be gone. I guess you may have seen it dissipate after the spell ended.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's the easiest gold I've ever made.
Enjoy it.
He turns and he's kind of like weirded out because I think you get the feeling he doesn't recall that happening, but he knows something happened. And his buddy, the Goliath, is also very confused, and he's like, right, I think we should just get out of here. You folks have a lovely day now.
Yeah. Enjoy your revenge.
I think he does give you a look, not like a bad look, but he's just like, huh? And they turn around. And no insight checks necessary. It's very weird. You think the two of them, like, the Goliath was wearing that friendly smile. Underneath that, there was a bit of anxiety. Like, maybe they had been set up and this was like some sort of shakedown or something, but they really weren't gonna pass up the gold, but they don't know what the fuck was going on.
Well,
I don't think Satyr broke a despising glare that entire time from them. But
I'll kind of go my symbol you said on my chest, but it's looped around one of my belts.
Sorry.
And I'll kind of No, it's okay. That's traditionally on the chest is traditionally where it is. But where it kind of is looped and a little hidden, Ollie will go for it. Hold it. Look to the others.
Both of those figures were wearing symbols of arena, by
Yeah.
the way, yeah? Just
Yeah.
to make that clear.
But I'll just kind of
Well, I guess I'm good to distance myself. I'm not gonna argue. Are you all still interested in meeting this Kel person? Or you think we should just pass it up?
Have I heard of Kel, DM?
Make me an intelligence check. You are all getting very close to the Cruiser Forge. You hear the sounds of steel on anvil, a hammer on steel, as his workspace is just outside for all to hear.
Again, approaching still, but it certainly seems a suspicious and damning coincidence that we've just been threatened by whatever vague things that are after us or we're getting involved in by the people Viz was speaking with just prior. Perhaps we just take a look from a distance, if at all.
What do you...
I personally, I don't know this Kel character, but if Viz recommended him, then I'm not excited to see them. But if anyone thinks that there could be something gained from doing that, then
I guess, getting information about your sister Satyr could be useful.
Right.
I will say I've dealt with some shady characters before. I guess everyone should really just keep our wits about us if we do interact. I've got the feeling he'll probably find us. Especially if, he's aligned with Viz and Viz knows where we're staying, he'll probably end up knowing where we're staying. I guess be careful the information we give up about ourselves, too. I'm still not entirely sure if we ourselves have, like, bounties on our heads or anything from escaping that place.
Also, I believe Viz mentioned Kel could help us with our ship problem.
Yeah.
That is
I
one
would
of-
true.
I would love to get rid of that thing. That could be the best route, unfortunately. But I think the sooner we kind of wipe our hands clean of everything going on in this city, maybe for the best. I don't like not knowing what the hell's going on.
Damn.
Very quickly, what is the name of Cruiser? What is this full? Luz?
Lou. Luinic.
Luinic, that's it.
Lou Cruiser.
Don't call him Looney. Do not call him Looney.
What do you think, Kepri?
Didn't believe I'd be so informal.
I'm just sort of scared. I don't know why. I think it's mostly because of what Viz has been doing and said. Not to mention whatever the hell that was back there.
Back there, do you mean like what happened in her room?
No,
What we stumbled into?
the eye thing and the voice and
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I think that may have been someone trying to help us.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but
It's still not normal to see, I know.
just what they said. That we're getting involved with bad people.
Yeah. I'm thinking Morin's right, that we should distance ourselves. Is there another, like, inn in town?
Oh, plenty.
Do you think it would be a good idea to try and get our own place? Do you think Viz would take offense?
I think there are, other than the one at the docks, which is Salia's, there are 2 others that Murin knows about.
Yeah. Yes.
I think I worry that if I were to see Salia and Viz in the same room at the same time. Still wish I would have told her. By the way, I this totally got flipped by wayside. I told the entire group at some point, like, what I know about how Viz's father was killed, that he was drowned. I earlier that didn't I don't think I ever ended up saying it, but yes, everyone is aware and privy to that information. But I want to talk to the smithy.
Sure.
We got plenty of shit to worry about, but we're
Oh.
heading to a smithy.
Let most of you do the talking.
As you all approach Lou's shop, the Cruiser Forge, the first sign that you hear of Lou is you see this shorter, kind of middle-aged dwarven man, longer braided beard, with similar length hair up in a bun, yelling in through the front of the door. Now, damn it, no, I told you that box of metal needs to go over on that side so I can get to it quicker. I don't care what you think you heard, because that's not what I... Alright, sorry, shouldn't be yelling at you. Alright. Turns back around to see all of you approaching.
I go in and I'm like, hey, Lou, you missed me?
Murin,
I know you did. I know you did.
I did.
Ah.
This punk ass can't move boxes for shit.
And
Oh, hey, what's up?
You get a little wave from inside.
frankly, you have a great point. Your placement suggestion is much more efficient.
I mean, if the metal's not close to the forge, I gotta carry it through a set of doors all the way out here to get it hot. Anyways, it's not about that. What do I owe the honors of seeing all y'all today? You brought friends?
Yeah, I brought some friends. I'm not crashing with you. So I want to relieve you of that worry.
Never a
again.
problem, friend.
You're too good. You're too good. But was wondering if I guess we're kind of looking for some small jobs, work. Heard anything in the rumor mill lately? See anything weird? We heard that there's been people been hearing noises. I thought that was some bullshit, but then apparently it's an actual thing now.
Yeah. Couple weeks out, they sent a couple weeks back. They sent, I think it was 2 or 3 people down there just to kind of clean stuff up, really, maintenance and all that. And I mean, I don't think they really printed what happened to him, but anyways, you all look like you could. Sorry, I'm trying not to stare. You've got some rusty armor there, my friend. Looks over at you, Capri.
Oh my god, oh my god. This is my good friend, Kepri. Kepri, this is my wonderful friend, Lou. And, I'm so sorry, I'm so rude. These are my other friends,
I'm
Ollie, and don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
It took him 2 weeks to get Lou right. Don't worry.
frankly, I'll try not to be offended.
Sure
It's okay, Satyr.
I was going to get there. I knew it started with a S. Anyways. Guys, this is my friend Lou.
Yup.
Hello?
Morning,
doing?
everyone.
Good morning. You dealing weapons and armor?
For the most part, sometimes I do also deal in raw materials, but save most of those for the crafts. He takes the piece that he was working on and kind of sets it off to the side to kind of just cool on the edge of the forge so that he can just forget about it until later. He takes his gloves off and begins to untie his apron and starts to lead you all into the shop. And let me pull up. I have a layout. Where's the front door? There it is. You all walk in, see a couple sets of tables, and to your left, you see the younger elven shopkeep or helper that he has hired. The selection in here is, you don't see anything particularly I guess that catches your eye that could be like special or super duper magical, but he does have some nice looking armors, weaponry, and a good selection of he has like 1 or 2 guns, even with some bullets, ammunition, and you see kind of locked back in the storage behind a set of very large iron bars, which is, your room is kind of behind there, Murden, so you have a key to get back there, but there's like a pile of like 7 grenades sitting in the corner of that storage room.
Yeah.
I hope they're active.
I don't mean to sound rude or nothing. Kepri, was it? You mind if I get a closer look at you? Maybe clean you up just a little bit?
Kepri's gonna look over to Murin.
He's good. He's nice. And I look at Lou and be like, just be gentle with him.
Yeah, sorry for the intrigue. Normally, Murin doesn't bring me back things that can talk. Let alone 3 of them.
Oh.
I got that vibe a little
You
bit.
make it sound so morbid when you say it like that. Yeet.
Well,
I mean, just creatures and things. I ain't got no use
sure.
for skin.
I suppose you can take a look then.
He starts looking, and I'll roll a check for it.
Capri will try and keep like the bugs hidden.
The bugs, I think he does discover them throughout this process, but he's like, huh, right? And then when they don't really bother him, he doesn't bother them either. Murin knows this. Lou does have a little bit of knowledge and experience in helping build things for the Dwarven military. So things like warforges. He kind of looks at you and he goes, "I've never really seen nothing like you, friend. I've built 2 or 3 similar things in my day. Faceplate's all different though, and you don't work the same, do ya?"
Work the same?
Yeah, there you go. Asking questions. You don't work the same at all.
What?
That's nothing to be ashamed of. You work the same as us, I guess, but other warforged out there, metal folk like you, might not be as receptive to conversation, if you catch my drift. Not that they're violent. They just it's different.
Well, I haven't seen another Warforged, so
I mean, I assume one of our production lines had to have made you. You got some of the markings for it.
is there anything nearby Krem's Fall? That's like a production line?
Shouldn't be, but I mean, when there was the most of yous, you were being used in the war, so you might have traveled pretty far.
You wouldn't be able to discern the make, or just who would have been responsible.
Well,
You said it was yours.
not mine, not one of the ones that I've ever seen. There's a specific shit, I don't even think I've got them anymore, but we had schematics. We were supposed to follow them intricately, and if we didn't, things wouldn't move right, they wouldn't work right, and for machines of war, you kind of wanted everything to work right. Certain things about Kepri here don't really follow those guidelines, however, you seem to do just fine to me. So someone with a lot of know-how got to working on you. But this stamp here, this RB, that's on all of them.
And what does RB stand for?
I don't exactly know that one myself. I still have the iron over here, though, for it. And he kind of does take a little too long looking through his little storage area after unlocking it and kind of moving through. He does eventually produce like a large like metal backwards RB.
Oh.
It's on the tanks too.
And here I thought it would help. Or was my name.
This is a weird question, Ash. But I know the Dwarvish language. Does Arby like have any particular meaning?
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Oh my god, I need to turn some lights on in my room.
Oh wait, I know Dwarvish too. Could I?
Yeah.
I had to turn the
You
light
said
on.
intelligence.
Anyone who wants to can make me one.
Oh, that's a cool 7.
I'll be right speedily back.
16 for me.
With a 16, Lu's information is slightly wrong here. Not all of them have RB. You have seen some with LM. And that does include, like, tanks and Warforged.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, wait, didn't you tell me the other day, or months ago, but you were telling me some of them have LM, not RB.
No, right, shit. I don't know what the difference is. And I do think most of the ones I've seen have had RB, but, that's right, because I was taking apart that tanker, and it had a LM on it, and I was trying to figure out why the fuck it was different. Forgot all about that one. The shop has been busy.
Do you know if those letters like mean anything in particular, or if it's just like the stamp?
I mean, off the top of my head, not really. As far as I knew, it was just a stamp. But I guess there's got to be some sort of meaning if there's two different ones.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat.
Kepri, do you want the moss to stay in between these plates, or do you want me to take the moss out?
It can stay.
Right. How about this vine over here tangling up your ankle?
That's to help the ants climb.
All right.
back up.
Sounds all good to me. I'm not really keen on doing too much polish into the armor. I think that might hurt your bugs.
I don't know, but I don't think they'll be happy.
I'll just leave it at a simple brush off. Thank you for letting me take a look.
Thank you for sharing what you knew.
Of course. So, you met Murren, you met this one in Crim's Fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I knew you was headed that way.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you gone for almost 3 months?
Oh my gosh. I'll be right back for just 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, long story short, that's how I met the other two.
He got in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Would not be the
What?
first time.
Sorry, my cat was being a demon.
You're okay.
I don't. It's just embarrassing, okay?
That's fine. I don't need the details. I'm just giving you a hard time. I guess while we're in here, any of y'all see anything you would lack particularly? I do have a couple of things not out on the table that might be for sale if you spotted anything in the storage room.
I guess I'll look at kind of the armor pieces he's got. Do any of them look particularly interesting? They all just kind of mundane.
There are 4 different sets of armor. The only one... excuse me. He goes through them, and then, like, the only one that seems like it would be anything more than basic armor is a set of +1 plate armor. And everything else is... there's the set of +1 plate armor. There is a set of studded leather armor to the left of that. And then down in the front of the room, there are 2 sets of... one of them is a... Oh, Lord. One of them is chainmail, and the other is another studded leather armor. In the storage room, there are a couple of pieces that I think Modin would recognize are made out of parts of dream beasts that you have slain and brought back. You don't... I don't think you know, and
shit.
Lou doesn't know if they have any special properties, but they look cool.
I like this guy.
Pardon me, Lou. There's no way I can afford even one. I just have to ask, what are you charging for one of the grenades?
I mean, shit. In all honesty, I can't sell those things legally in the first place. So if Murrin here promises to watch you and make sure you don't throw it in anything stupid, I'll give it to you for 25 gold.
Deal.
He'll sell you a grenade for 25 gold.
Wild. I meant to ask you about this, Ash, and it constantly slipped my mind. But I think in like, would it be possible that in sort of like the stall shop area, there's also kind of like just a basket of like, I guess like bracelets that Warden has made.
Yeah. Roll it, like you make them and put them up for sale in his shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll a
'Cause I
d20
think-
for me.
Yeah, because I think I would like it's kind of a return on if I can get like metal scraps for like wires and stuff. Then I can make that. Sorry, what was the roll?
Just a d20.
All right. 16 again.
There were probably about 15 bracelets for sale when you left, and there are 3 left. So you've sold
sick.
12. I don't think he would let you charge very much for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you come out of that with 5 gold. But the materials
I'll
to
take
make
it.
that many is only like 2 gold, so you've made like 3 profit.
Okay,
I'll
Fair. My side hustle.
I'll tell Lou, I'm sorry.
Lou,
Lou?
yes.
I'm not really.
I'll pull out my dagger that I have.
I don't get much use out of this thing. Would you be interested in buying? Or you only sell?
Mind if I hold on to it for a sec?
Sure.
He takes it, takes a look, tries to like bend it a little bit, just to see if it's been mistreated, misused.
Mm.
Edge is a little rough, but I could fix that up. Yeah, I could take this off your hands.
How much are you thinking?
I could probably only do 7 gold for it. That'll at least, I'll get the metal's worth out of it.
Sure. You know what? Fine.
Oh, he thinks about trying to haggle, but then he's like, nah. Not in front of Morin. Morin's gonna be like, no, but yeah. I'll hand off my dagger. Now I have 57. Oh, I almost typed 507. That's not how much. I wish.
You need any bolts for that there crossbow, Capri?
Oh, yeah, I suppose that'd be good. What do you have?
Well, I got a shit ton of normal ones, but these I'm also not supposed to sell. So, don't fire it within the city. Didn't get it from me. And he shows you like this this bolt that has a little baggie on the end with the tip of an arrowhead just barely sticking out. There's a small little string coming out, and he goes, "Now, I've kind of just stuffed the end of this with gunpowder, but light that up, shoot your target, kaboom, can be pretty nice."
How much?
Bundle of 10 gold.
Sure.
And then
I won't say where it's from.
and I'm not necessarily going to ask you to keep track of normal ammunition. So, I'm not going to have you pay money for normal crossbow bolts, but he hooks you up with some of those as well.
All right.
But yes, do keep track of the explosive ones.
Sorry
them
if
down.
you folks hear my cat, by the way.
It's okay, my cat's probably about to make noises too.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask, Mr. Liu.
Mm-hmm.
Since you look at me, I was wondering, I'm fine, right? Like, I'll still be able to move for a while and all that?
I mean, I think I might be the wrong one to ask, but at least from what I can tell, you seem to be working just fine to me.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, there's Marin, you remember that guy that lives up in the castle with the mayor that goes through and pays a bunch of people to go collect artifacts from the war?
Yeah, I think I've done a couple jobs for him.
He might know more, but also he might try to buy Capri from you. So I'd be a little careful around him if you do decide to talk.
Alright, good. I mean, good to know our options.
Are you you said you're not staying here. Are you sticking around very long? Just in the city?
It's kind of hard to say, but we'll probably be around for a couple more days, but you know, I'll try to stop by before we leave.
Yeah, it's just you mentioned work. I might have something if you're interested.
Always interested working with you, my friend.
It is hunting what I'm assuming is a dream beast, if y'all are all okay with that. And it will take you a little bit outside of the city. But I don't quite have all the details. I'm waiting on a message back from a kind little lady who tipped me off.
I'm not
Alright.
really super knowledgeable about how to hunt those things.
Carefully.
Carefully, kill him like you kill anything else.
Done it a few times. You'll be safe.
I don't do it either. That's why I pay other people to do it. But
It's been
hmm?
it's been far too long, an insane amount of time since I have hunted. It's gonna be very fun.
I can't even guarantee the validity of the poor Mrs. Worries. This is not on the official boards, Merlin. You know, I try to keep you away from the ones I think other people are going after, just in case they try to steal it from you.
And you know I appreciate it so much.
So I am just working to make sure it's something worth even investigating.
I'll tell you what. Now, DM, which of the two inns that I know of is physically furthest away from Viz and her mom's tavern?
Yeah, there's kind of so there's one pretty close to Lou's shop. But that one's still within like 30 minutes to an hour of the other end. You guys have been walking for a while. I don't think I made that
Okay.
clear. This is a big ass
Yeah,
city.
I mean, I figured, yeah.
So you're already almost like 45 minutes to an hour away from Salia's inn. But the one furthest away would be probably about another hour's walk to the Two Left Shoes.
Okay, let me change my filter. Which one's cheaper?
Also probably Two Left. One sec. Two Left Shoes is cheaper.
Okay. Back in character. I'll tell you what, Lou. If you hear from your person, we're probably going to be staying at the Two Left Shoes tonight. If you want to get a message to us.
Sure. Haven't been to Post Building today, but I don't think they're even open just yet. I'm still busy waking up my neighbors, so.
And I mean, while we're talking, did you hear about the incident down at the docks yet?
Can't say I really have.
Morden wants to fill him in just so he's aware.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did y'all look and make sure that this individual left your boat?
Not yet, and frankly, it's kind of
Not sure if the guards would let us even get close.
yeah, that.
Not to mention that whoever went inside massacred 5 people with no problem.
I'm surprised that hasn't made the rounds yet. If it happened last night.
Well, I mean, the guards probably don't want people to panic.
Suppose that's fair. Well, I think I'll be taking a break in a couple of hours. I'll head by the post. If I see anything, get anything back, I will look for y'all at the Two Left Shoes. Around what time?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I could go for a bath. I could go for a bath.
Yeah, me too. Where?
Uh,
Sorry. Where is the post in this city?
Lou sticks his head out the door, looks down the street, and goes, 4 minutes about that way.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, there's big ol' sign hanging off the buildings. The bird's talon holding on to a scroll.
Thank you.
Oh my lord, I lost. Oh, who told us? Who suggested for us to go see Chansey?
That was
Viz.
also Viz. Chansey is like Murin, you've heard of Chansey, alchemist, potion seller. Her shop is just called Chansey's Charms. And it's probably about 30 minutes away from Lou's place.
I have to get one moment. I'm sorry.
Do you think we should bother with the potion place?
I mean, it might not be a bad idea to like if you want to buy potions, but
I've got my magic, and I'm not sure if the rest of the magic users, if you have healing abilities, but it could be a good backup because, as you know, magic can sometimes wane, and it is a precious resource. But a bath does sound really good after being in that shithole for so long.
Public bath don't open for another few hours, but I got one out back if you want to use a bucket.
Yeah.
with utmost respect, Lou,
I'm not the
A
one who
bucket?
lives here.
a bucket is not gonna do it.
I'm not the one who lives here, my friend. Only one of us resides in this place. And I don't think the bathing situation's my fault.
It's mine
Why would I need a bath at my blacksmith? Why would I need a bath at my shop?
because you get dirty
Yeah, and I
and sweaty.
can walk a minute and a
and-
half to my house and take a bath there.
Well, you never invited me over, so
Plenty of time.
do what you gotta do. I'm not even going to get started.
Listen, y'all, this man turned down dinner with my mother. Best cook in all of Ryland.
Moorhen!
It was a misunderstanding on my part. You were riling me up again.
I am. I think she said something about coming back to visit after the, Oh shit, now I can't remember. I gotta go find that letter she sent me. I'll let you know though if you want to meet Mrs. Cruiser, my mom. She's
Of course I would. Of course.
Lou leaves all of you to go finish what he was doing. He's working on a longsword outside. You hear not too long after you begin to step away the beating of the hammer pick back up after he's gotten the metal back up to heat. And where are you going? Are you going to find a bath? Like I said, it will be a little bit before one opens. You might have to wait that out.
I think a point of order, and we can all go as a group. Ollie wanted to go to the post. Seder wanted to go get potions. And maybe by that time we can look for a bath and go to the inn.
Yeah, as suspicious we are of Viz, potions are a fantastic idea. So,
Yeah.
and I've already spent gold.
Okay. You head in the direction that was pointed to you by Lou to the post house. A large building. There's no name on the side, but as described, you do see that sign hanging off the side of the building with the claw holding the scroll. You open the doors to this very tall building, and you see, to like your immediate right, there's a large opening in the wall that kind of leads back outside, but to an area that was walled off from you before, as you see like a bunch of pretty much their own personal like stable. They have their own horses, carriages, and things like that. There are people already this early in the morning kind of bustling to get mail around and out of the city. You move up to one of the like less busy looking individuals. None of them are truly like doing nothing or like being a receptionist. They're all kind of moving about. You stop this this lighter feathered Aarakocra lady, who is wearing, they all seem to have like these like uniforms that are these robes with the symbol, the same as the sign on the outside, kind of stitched into the top left chest area. But each of the robes is also slightly armored. And each and every one of them is carrying a sword at their side. But you get the attention of this person, and she turns and goes, "Oh, welcome in. What could you sending or receiving today?"
Sending.
And she seems to be in like so big of a rush, but she's just like, right, where are we sending this off to?
Dimtorta.
Dimtorta. And what are the contents?
Just this letter here.
And he'll pull out it is a folded up page from his journal.
I don't have an envelope.
Well, that's quite fine. Well, I'll find one. She looks through a couple of papers, pulls one out, takes the letter and starts to like kind of stuff it in. Where specifically in Dimtorta is this to?
Oh boy.
They
I gotta look at
Dimtorta. They do have a post house, but unless the person you're sending to is aware they're receiving a letter, they might not show up to get it. But you might also have it sent to any place of business that they might frequent in hopes that the business owner could give it to them.
I'd hope that they'd expect a letter. we can just send it to the post house.
All right. And that will be 5 gold, please.
Sure. You know what? Can I pop a
Oh, I'm dropping my dice tray.
on top of the letter, can I send 10 gold along with it?
Sure, I don't see why not. She puts it in there. If you'll write the names that this is addressed to on the envelope, please.
And
Hands you a
I don't know
pen.
if yeah. Does anyone watch what he writes? He writes, "Oh my god, my backstory. Help."
That's what he writes? Wow.
Yes,
believe in
he writes
you.
that. He writes Lavette and Olander Bryony on the letter.
And if you would like to provide any sort of return so that they could reply, just write down here. And points to, like, the bottom of the letter.
Oh, I'll actually leave that blank, if that's okay.
Perfectly fine. Takes it, seals the letter up if you were finished with it, and adds it to a pile to be sorted. She continues on. We should have this sorted by today and out by tomorrow morning. Delivery to Dim Torta could take as long as 2 months sometimes.
Okay. That's fine.
Did any of the rest of you have any mail to send or receive?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, thank you so much for your patronage. I hope to see you again when you've maybe gotten a reply.
Thanks.
Alright. Subtracting my gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You head back out of the shop. As you continue to walk, not long after exiting this post house, the overwhelming smell of dead fish hits all of your noses. You smell it and hear this before you see it. A large set of hooves, slower and heavier than most horses you've heard, carries this carriage, and as the sound get closer, the smell becomes more intense. You see other people in the street also kind of reacting negatively to the smell. As soon as it comes into your view, what you see before you are two, massive, I want to say about 7 foot tall goats, carrying this large carriage, and in the carriage is a pile of dead fish. There is nobody manning this carriage currently. Nobody steering these goats, but they are staying on the road, and they do turn to come down the street that all of you find yourselves on as the smell comes closer.
Huh.
Notice.
Is that normal here?
Have I seen this phenomenon before?
Funnily enough, yeah, you have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just Jerry's goats. you know.
Jerry, I guess, owns a
You don't have
owns a fertilization company, and he sends these goats into the city to collect the fish that cannot be sold to bring out of the city to turn into fertilizers for crops.
Very neat.
But
Smells
you
thick.
never get used to the smell. And these goats do tend to wander without any sort of coach to the carriage. And so they tend to cover the city in the smell by the time they leave. As
Seder-
fish kind of haphazardly fall off the back of the carriage as they move.
I don't actually, but I was gonna say Seder turns into a little kitty cat, so she can really appreciate a horrible fish smell. That's wild.
Peppery will let a few flies out. Just to look at it.
Flies begin to kind of swarm. You send like 3 flies. I think 7 or 8 probably come back.
Nice.
As you acquired more from them just commingling with the flies that were on these fish corpses. Where are we headed next? Are we going to Chansey's?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Her chance.
You all make your way to Chansey's Charms. It takes you a while to get there. And by the time you do, you're maybe a little bit tired of walking. The morning is setting in. Everybody is either at work or going to work. And the streets have died down just a little bit as people are not out doing things at this very second. Chansey's shop is off on the east side of the city, pretty close to one of the walls of the city, actually. So you have to head all the way out that way to get to the shop. And inside, I think the first thing that hits all of you is this intense mix of smells, the strongest one being like a spearmint. And a tiny little, like, ding comes from a bell above the door as you open. Little vines hang from ceiling supports in the middle of the floor, and around those supports you see little tables with plants in them. There's little boxes with soil, and she seems to be growing plants within this building. Looking around at like this shop interior, there doesn't seem like the things that are on sale don't seem to be sitting out on tables. It seems like the area kind of behind where the counter is fairly large, and so probably everything worth selling is back behind there. You don't see said Chansey behind the counter. You don't see anybody behind the counter, but you do hear from behind a stack of boxes back behind the counter, you hear, shit, give me 1 moment. I will be right there.
Do you need help?
No, I will be okay.
Are you sure?
No. My foot is stuck.
I'm gonna go look so I can help.
Do I see any shifty patrons in here, particularly since Viz recommended this place?
Make me a... You don't see anybody in the shop right now. Seder, you kind of have to hop over the counter, move back, and behind these boxes, you see this half-orcish woman, kind of on the thinner side, sitting on the ground. One of her legs is just like under a box. that she dropped on herself?
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to get leverage the way that's on there.
Please, I could probably get out if I like dropped the box, but I don't want to drop the box. It's full of glass. Please don't drop the box.
Satyr is going to super carefully lift this box from this half-orc's leg.
Make me a strength check.
Okay, goddamn you. All right. Surely it is gonna be heavy. I'll use Satyr's dice. Here you go. All right. What do I add for strength? Okay. Not awful. 17.
17. You pick it up and she kind of scoots herself out. You put it back down. She goes, I was down there for an hour. Thank you.
That's way too long.
I have to
I'm glad
pee
we-
so bad.
Go do that.
I shouldn't,
Oh, no.
not with people in my shop.
Fair point.
Should not leave you alone with the merchandise. Just
That-
know
that there-
that the whole time we're talking, I have to pee. Don't take too long, please.
That was totally Nathan responding there at the end there, but that's funny. Will not be too long. How much for any potions that you may have? Health potions.
1 sec. Help me up. As she puts her hand up to... As you reach out to grab her hand, Satyr, you're wearing a ring that you weren't wearing before on your middle finger.
Huh? She
There's
put
a-
a ring on me?
No, she didn't put it on you, but someone did. And she
Aw.
kind of looks and she goes, oh, okay, sorry. Health potions?
Yeah.
30 gold.
I'm gonna look at this ring. What is the ring? What does it look like?
You look down and you see this like silver, it's this like chrome, almost red, but kind of silver ring with in the center a dark purple gem.
I mean, can I take it off?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So. What is your name, by the way?
Chansey?
I'm being dumb. Chansey. That didn't happen. Retcon.
Yeah, it did.
Did
I like
any
to
of
think
you,
Satyr literally said retcon after her sentence.
Did any of you? Do any of you own this ring, and it somehow came to be on me?
I'll tilt my head. Can I kind of look at it? Can
None of you recognize the ring.
I try? This is a weird ask, but can I try and like appraise? Might not be the right word. I guess maybe. Ollie's kind of curious. Is looking at it.
I mean, I was going to say the same thing, but I'm proficient in jeweler's tools, which I have on me.
Shit.
Ooh.
If that would help.
It would help. So, this is going to be an intelligence check. And
Oh no.
you get your proficiency bonus, Murding, because you're proficient with jeweler's tools.
All right, sick. Because otherwise, I'm rolling straight.
Could I attempt?
And
You could also
that's my-
attempt it.
Well, I was gonna say, could I try and give Mirren advantage, or is that a silly?
I'd let that
ask?
happen.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. Let me sit back up. Okay. 14.
It's very weird. I don't think Murren has seen... Murren has not seen anything made out of this material. At least not specifically jewelry. Just roll a d20 for me.
Oh. Okay.
Murren. Because there's like a slim chance.
Nope. 9.
No? Okay. Yeah, you're not very sure, but you've never seen a jewelry made out of this kind of metal, this silver, this almost red. It's weird.
I don't really know the metal, and I don't really know the gem.
Hey again. Sorry. Have to pee over here. Are we buying health potions?
Yes. I don't have
I mean-
exactly that.
I mean,
guess-
if you wanted to have a conversation, I could lock you outside while I deal with that and then let you back in. You seem like you're pretty engrossed in something right now.
Well, this I don't have. This is not my ring. That's about.
Oh,
I don't think this isn't. I don't. I,
if
it's really
that's
confusing.
not your ring, then did I say 30 gold?
You did.
Hmm.
Would
Well,
the ring changes the price?
mm, you know, I have said just a little too much. She turns around and runs out the back door of her shop.
What?
Uh,
What? I'm gonna run
Huh?
after her. Are you kidding me? You just did that?
Could I insight her when she says I've said too much? Is it like a? I don't. What's the vibe on that?
Make an insight check.
Steal some health potions while I'm running after her. Not really.
Dog, I
What?
might.
What?
Shit, what's
I'm so perplexed. She put that goddamn ring up. I don't know. I'm so confused.
18 total.
I've got a feeling, but
With the 18, the ring was the reason these potions were 30 gold and not 50. And when you guys started acting confused about it, she started getting a little anxious and was like, wait, what's going on? But, like, truthfully, yeah, she should be charging you, like, 50 gold for these health potions. Satyr, you jump back over the...
Oh
Just
boy.
make me a dexterity saving throw. We're not gonna run this based off movement speed because otherwise it'd be an infinite chase.
Okay, dex save. Now, hey, y'all, feel free, if you don't think Satyr should chase, yell something. I rolled a 19 dex save.
Does anybody stop Satyr from going after Chansey?
Oh, no.
Satyr, you kind of like side hip vault over this counter, sprint out the open door, turn left, and she turns around, sees you, and goes, ah! And you tackle her to the ground.
Just, listen, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to hurt anyone. Just tell me what the ring is. You know what it is.
Yes.
Tell me what it is. Can I roll intimidation?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Okay. I got 16.
Do all of you follow and witness this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out in the kind of back alley of this shop, Satyr, she... Okay.
And like Satyr's gonna be still close enough to get her, but hands off.
The ring... It's, some of the mayor's sons had a bunch of them made and gave them to his friends. And they all kind of expect special prices. And so I give them the special prices. And I
Oh.
thought that I thought...
I'm so sorry. As Satyr gets up, is gonna help her out. I don't know who the mayor. I don't know who the mayor is. This looks bad. We've had some very strange individuals confront us today. It was more so out of panic, I'll be honest.
Who is
Yeah.
the mayor's son?
1 second. Ollie and Kepri, I think you have like decent passive insights.
Mhm.
She is bullshitting Satyr right now.
I mean, I was about to say additionally an insight roll with that, but I didn't want to be.
I rolled
also-
low enough that I was gonna let passive insights do it.
I was considering this threatening posture I'm taking in public mostly, but shit.
But she kind of stands and goes, "Yeah, I didn't mean too much. I didn't want to upset friends of the mayor's kids or anything like that. I just normal going price usually is 50 gold. I thought if I didn't give you the 30 price, something bad would happen."
My passive insight succeeds here, right?
What is your passive insight?
My passive insight's gotta be enough. It's gotta be enough. Whoa, boy. Sorry, how do I guess I'll have to calculate it because I don't have it written down. I'm sorry.
Oh, is
What
it just 10 plus insight mod?
Yes, that's what I read online anyway.
That's what it is? Then I have 16 passive.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that you're getting bullshitted.
Yeah, why don't we just finish transaction? We do need potions. We're gonna be on the road soon. And we can just leave it be.
Sounds good to me. Turns back around and kind of slowly makes her way back into her shop. And then kind of can I ask all of you to move back to the other side of the counter, please?
Oh, yeah.
This is just kind of my space.
Right. Now.
Well,
Oh, go
sorry.
ahead.
While we're going back through the back area of the store, can I just take a quick glance around, see what's in there?
Are you trying to get an in-depth look at things, or are you just like looking as you walk?
Looking as I walk, I don't want to.
Yeah, this will be
Search.
perception then.
I don't trust my physical dice anymore. Online dice help me. Okay. That will be a 24 perception.
Wonderful. The left side of this room, you see an open door leading into a bedroom. Within that bedroom, you spot an almost exact copy of the very same wardrobe that was within Viz's bedroom.
I see.
Oh boy.
Secondarily, you catch a glimpse under the bed, and underneath the bed, there is you see, like, the end of a sword sticking out. A little bit of blood that looks like it had been, like, tried to wipe it off.
All right. I'll keep
Now.
moving towards the front.
sorry. Every time I assume someone's done speaking, I apologize. Now.
I can I could still sell him for 30 gold and we just never talk about this again?
Yeah, I think I'd like 30 gold. But first, I would really rather you be honest. As my friends make their ways to the doors. Merlin, Kepri.
Oh, are people locking doors in her shop?
Well, I guess I would just say to her was just saying like, make sure she doesn't run again. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being bossy. There is not the Mayor's son's ring. The only ring assist I have is because it was on my hand.
And it was on your hand when you came in. I listen. You're right. I wasn't being honest. I don't know who gave you that ring. I don't know who put that ring on your hand. I just know. I
bet you have some ideas.
maybe there's a few. There's you don't have to look so you look very angry right now.
I do that. I'm very angry.
Listen, there's been a lot of chaos ever since we came through this city. We just want to know, I mean, whose finger would that type of ring normally be resting on? No one's angry with you.
Still don't intend to hurt you.
Everyone who wears those rings are trouble.
Trouble how?
A few years ago, 4 people came in. And they locked the door behind them. And they were looking for, not health potions, these. She turns, around and begins to walk back towards, where her, kind of boxes of things reside. And she pulls out like a little scroll. They were after these are scrolls of teleportation, and you should all really have not let me walk away from you. And she opens the scroll and casts teleport.
Yeah.
Well, she's not here, so everyone follow me. Kepri's gonna go to the back.
Didn't want to grab her again. God damn it!
Don't worry. That means we got the shop to ourselves at least for a bit. And there's something I saw.
Hey, is there
That was-
anyone
that-
else in this
Oh,
fucking shop?
Oh no, there's nobody else in here.
That was Satyr saying that. I know Nathan
Oh,
has
no,
some
no.
angry spits, but that was
No,
Satyr.
you're good. You're good.
What?
Are those potions still out on the counter?
They are. There are
what?
5 common health potions, regular healing potions.
Ollie will kind of peek around.
Kepri's gonna
I mean,
go to the back room and straight into the bedroom.
she
Okay.
fucking left.
I'll go with Kepri.
I'll
Morgan doesn't feel good about stealing.
She teleported. I'll be right there. I want Satyr to look for hemp.
Make
for
me an
reading the
investigation check.
God, it was terrible. Okay.
What'd you roll?
It eels. It's just a 9.
Okay. Ronnie, are you taking all 5 of these health potions?
5. I'm not gonna be that bold. Oh my god. 5 is so sweet, though. I'll at least snag one. Put it in my pocket.
When Ollie walks away, Satyr grabs another.
Use a common health potion?
Yes, the regular healing potions. Satyr, you do find some, but it's in a it's growing in a big old pot, with some like rosemary, and this is where the spearmint smell is coming from as well. But in the middle of the pot, there's a little plant growing that looks vaguely like hemp to you. So there might be more in this shop if you look a little harder, but like you do see like a plant of it, but it's like this big and still growing.
I'm also aware that my allies are doing something, so I'm going to keep it in mind and go to the bedroom.
I'm very much doing the walk by, grab, put in pocket, and then follow the others.
You head into the bedroom. Again, Capri, under the bed, you saw that sword, up against the wall, and yeah, you all see this. It's kind of strange. In Ryland, there's not really like big furniture makers or manufacturers. A lot of people make their own furniture, or they get it from somebody like specifically. So a lot of it's pretty unique. And to find something that almost looks exactly the same is very strange. This wardrobe sits directly to the right of the bed. And with your investigation check from earlier, Capri, you do see scrape marks from along the floor. This one, however, moved a lot further. It looks like it has been placed in front of the door to the closet on occasion, which is on the left side of the room.
I'm so sorry to say this, but for my now fear that we won't be able to come back out the same way, can Satyr have just plucked that one little plant?
Yes!
And then run in the room?
Of course you can.
She has the one plant, so...
Yeah. Capri will... I think everyone saw the closet, but Capri will point out the sword under the bed with blood on it.
Stashed under the bed with the sword is a cloak, mask, set of leather boots, dark-colored armor that are all soaking wet.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
Mother.
Well, we at least know he's not on our ship anymore.
Yeah, but... I'm thinking too far ahead.
Whatever that person was, they presumably went into that place of doors.
We should look around this room a bit more.
Isn't it crazy that Viz specifically name dropped that we go here too?
Exactly what I was thinking.
And that she left during all the commotion.
Let's...
You think Viz put that ring on me?
That's what I've been thinking. I mean, there's no one else who got close outside of those weird religious people, and they were just for gold.
Like,
Let's...
to, like, be, like, that after teleportation scrolls of all things, like, don't get me wrong, I would understand why anybody shady would want a teleportation scroll, but it's also, like, not something that, it's not an item that's, like, particularly nefarious, you know what I mean?
I feel like she was feeding us more bullshit.
Right, I kind of thought that was another part of the lie. But
Sorry, is Clancy use she pronouns?
Chansey is she, her, yes.
She, her, thank you.
Should we... I mean, last time we went into one of these wardrobes, we got kicked out promptly.
I'm so curious, though. I'm so curious.
How about we search everything else first? This is just what I saw while passing by, after all.
Right. Uh, we will search. I only worry that in this occasion, curiosity could get us well and fully killed. I think this is a bit bigger than anything we're capable of.
Right.
And if I'm... Oh, sorry.
No, never mind. Just a idle thought.
Besides... sorry, besides the bed and wardrobe, what else is in the bedroom?
Left side of the room, there is a closet. And on the far end of that closet, there's a little foot locker, a bunch of shoes on top of that, some clothes hanging off to the side with shelves above for a couple of personal artifacts, personal items. Excuse me.
I'm gonna search the closet.
Sure. You find a bunch of Chansey's clothes. Make me an investigation check. You find a bunch of the clothes, like I said, the shoes. That foot locker at the end is locked.
I spit on one of her pieces of clothes. I
Wow.
got 16 investigation.
16 investigation. Again, the foot locker's kind of closed. Okay. As you're like moving, looking through some of the clothing, you push your hand kind of in between a couple of the longer winter clothings that might not have been used in just a little bit, and you feel a piece of the wall that you can kind of get your fingers behind and pull out. Inside, there's just a small sack of coin.
Gold.
It is not gold, as you...
Oh, coin.
Yeah. As you open the bag, inside are about 10 coins made from a similar color material to the ring that was planted on you.
What is this? What color was it again?
It's like a silvery, almost like vaguely red.
Hmm.
I'm not normally one to be saying this, but should we inform somebody about what we found under the bed?
Surely they are looking. They may be suspicious of the whereabouts of Chansey, but in why we're here without her present.
Well,
An anonymous tip?
I can do that.
It'd be an idea. Surely the gods aren't involved in this. They've been slaughtered by them.
well,
I think
You
giving an anonymous tip is actually a pretty good idea, possibly. Though, I don't know. All this weird shit with Viz and Chansey, and I don't fully understand the power involved in being, I don't know, part of a secret wardrobe club where you go hang out in other dimensions.
what if we just skipped town? Went after that dream beast Lou told us about.
Yeah.
Well, remember, he's still waiting to hear back from his source.
Right.
That'd be a while.
Hmm.
We shouldn't linger in here too long anyway, because we don't really know where Chansey went.
Yeah.
And if we, I'm for an anonymous tip. That whatever this is found out, and Chansey at the very least has nowhere else to return to.
Yeah.
I am tempted to try the closet again.
Or
Me
any
too.
of you able to wrangle with locks?
Hmm.
I'm actually not too good at that.
Or I?
Could you bust it open? You're pretty strong.
I mean,
Give it a shot.
But I mean, it would
I
be
can't-
super
I can't-
obvious we were looking.
I worry it's already very obvious.
Kepri, can you send like one of your little bugs into the lock and see what's inside?
I don't think I can really see with them. But I mean, if you, I don't think that would work.
Yes, there's the locked foot locker if you'd like to try to get that open somehow, or also
Well, maybe one of the bugs could try something with the lock from the inside? Could I roll for that?
it would be a very, very high DC. I would
Yeah.
let you try to do it, but the chances of success are very low.
Well,
Can I give Kepri advantage by telling him how cool he is?
It's not Kepri, it's a bug, and you can't give a bug advantage, unfortunately.
Why?
doesn't hurt, I guess.
Yeah. I'll let you use your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. So just flat roll plus that.
Yep.
I'm getting lucky today. So flat roll plus spell attack bonus. That would be 23.
Okay. 23 unfortunately is not enough.
Oh.
You think that you could get like you send a small spider up the front of this footlocker. It crawls in through the lock. And it doesn't really communicate with you, but you almost feel as though for but a moment you could see within the chest through the spider's eyes. And while very dark, you make out another weapon, a small hand crossbow, along with a pouch of hand crossbow bolts, and another similar looking bag of what you could assume to be coin. But that's the only thing you can make out in like that very almost like blink of an eye look that you got.
Wow. Well,
Anything interesting?
Capri will kneel down and pick back up the spider when it crawls back through.
Mhm.
Yes. A hand crossbow, some bolts, and some more of that money-looking stuff, but I don't know how I saw that. I can see through my bugs. This is the
Wow.
best day. Sorry, no, okay.
That
Right, right.
honestly is pretty fucking awesome.
That's really remarkable, Capri. Should I try to pry this open?
Hell yeah.
I'll take whatever consequences come my way from this. Satyr is going to stomp her foot on one end of the footlocker and the other end try to pry and just bend it up. It's made out of metal, right? Iron?
Metal and wood, yeah. Iron and wood.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Nice. A 15.
It doesn't quite work the way that you want it to. However, your foot does just go through the side of it. And
Oh.
you're able to kind of start to haphazardly dump the contents out the side.
That does work, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's another bag of 5 more of those coins. There's a small hand crossbow. And 3 bolts bundled together. Their tips are covered in a weird kind of wrap that looks as though it had been soaked in something. And the smell kind of hits Satyr. The smell is similar to one of the plants downstairs. You can't name the plant exactly, but whatever is coating this arrowhead is something she's growing in the shop. I didn't mean downstairs, same floor, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a 1-floor building.
Does I hold up my flower, I hold up the
Oh,
wrap.
no, it's not that.
Okay, just making sure. Just want to be certain.
What plant's that?
Very nice one. I don't think you can enjoy it, Capri. Unfortunately.
What do you mean? It's right there. It's a plant.
I mean, nice to look
Plants
at.
are
But
to look at and enjoy. Right?
this
What
one's
is
more
it?
Sometimes people enjoy them in unique ways.
You eat them like bugs?
you
Or breathe them.
there's more work involved with cooking it, but eating it. But yeah. This is a very tense, serious
Yeah,
scenario.
no, I was about
Sorry.
to ask, are we moving
Sorry.
the wardrobe?
Yes.
I got distracted. Sure.
You begin, and like I said, this closet's on the other side of the room. You have to push it around the whole ass bed to get it into position. And it takes a while. You hear the creaking against the floor as you kind of leave a couple new marks as you have to push this thing. If you, like, open it inside, there are just more clothes until you place it in front of this closet. Immediately before the door can open again, you hear a voice. Finally, I was waiting for you guys forever. And a knock on the door 3 times. We're gonna take a short break there.
What?
Uh-oh, Stinky.
We fucked up. Do.
I would have chose to do the tip first, but we couldn't have actually investigated that way. So Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Dotties like a melody
Well,
in.
Right.
Yo time.
As we all return, the four of you have just moved this wardrobe in front of the large open walk-in closet of Chansey. Upon doing so, however, there was somebody waiting for you on the other side of wherever this was meant to bring you. A familiar voice rings out from behind the closed doors of this wardrobe. Finally, I've been waiting for y'all here forever. Open up, would ya? And there's a couple knocks on the front of the door to this wardrobe.
Uh-oh.
New wardrobe, who dis?
Else.
I'll look to the others.
Oh, come on. Chansey told me you were snooping around, and I know you were all in my room, which... Rude, by the way. Could have asked. I would have shown you. You're my friends, after all.
Mm-mm.
Can I?
No.
Probably so dumb. Can I insight just based on voice, like if this is complete sarcasm and there's like malice?
Make me an insight check.
Well, that's a 9.
You cannot tell.
I mean, I want to open it. I want to. So, sure.
You
I
open
don't
it?
think Sator's cowardly enough to run away. So yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah. Back up from the door though.
You open it and you see Viz's hand come out as she kind of crawls out, wearing like a... She's not wearing her apron, but she is wearing the same dress that she had on the day that you all met her. And she turns... Right, I know, I'm sorry, I get how confusing it must all be. Chansey's real scared, so I'm having to kind of explain that one away. I guess you have questions.
Capri's just going to point down at the bloodstained sword and the robes and the boots that are so...
Yeah, that. So, didn't know that was Chansey till this morning. But, there are some... My friend in the realm of doors, he told me that he saw all of you.
We weren't looking for trouble going into your room. You were just gone. We didn't know where you went. And
I
then-
appreciate the thought. I was fine though. You don't need to worry about me. What you should worry about is, again, my friend in the realm of doors. My guess is that Chansey's doing this work for him and don't want to mess with the big guy.
And who is the big guy?
Well, it's not exactly the god himself, but an agent, I guess you'd call it, of Arcos.
Mm. Does Ollie know much about Arcos?
God of time, God of knowledge. As soon as she says the realm of doors, you know that he created the realm of doors before he
Yes.
rose to godhood.
Yes.
Other
That
than
time.
that, you could make a religion check.
I would love to.
Anyone who wants to could make a religion check.
It's only an
Oh.
11.
I will. I think. Um. Mordrin is actually very interested in
The
this
Realm-
guy.
the realm of doors, normally, is just a place to get from one place to another. You can't really find your way around super easy without any help, but that's where good old Agent of Arcos comes in. He kind of knows where he's going, so as long as we can convince him to help us, all's good. But it's not why I'm here. I'm here because you scared Chansey. What was your religion check?
8.
11.
I got 19.
With a 19, you don't know specifically about Arcos having, like, any agents, but you do know he is one of the 3 gods to have chosen champions. Maybe that's what she means by agent?
Yeah.
And the 3 gods that have chosen champions are Arcos, Malavi, and Arena.
Cedar starts. And as for Chansey, suppose we'll apologize. She noticed this, and I will hold up the ring.
Yes, my little
Why?
gift.
Why would I have needed to be marked? Trouble. This.
Oh, she was just playing with you. Look, I've got one too. She shows you her hand and she's wearing a ring of the same make.
But why not just hand it over instead of slipping it on all sneaky like?
Silly, I know y'all don't trust me. You wouldn't have put it on.
I'm sorry to say, I appreciate you getting us out, but I think we're all still kind of looking for a reason to trust you. Otherwise, there's a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of weird things that we hear about in this town, and
Listen, darling, I've been gone for 5 years. I know just as little as most of you do.
sure,
I just had
but-
connections before I left, and this was one of them.
Sure, but if your friend, I mean, did she kill 5 people yesterday?
Maybe.
And you,
That's none of
and
my
you s-
business.
is it not? Because you both have this.
And just gesturing to the magical wardrobe.
Sure, listen. Hundreds of people have these things. Look into this one. She kind of holds the door open, and it, instead of being in a hallway separate, this one opens straight into that main room full of doors. And you're about 20, 30 feet off the ground. So, that begs a question of, one, how she got up here to this doorway. But
Yeah.
secondly, like, every one of these doors could potentially be a wardrobe, a window, a doorway. They could be anything. And she says, hundreds, maybe thousands of people have these doors. It is very lucky that the 2 of us in this city happen to have them. But I can assure you, that is not by design. It's just chance.
What
Is she
the
feeding us shit?
Make an insight check.
Oh, baby. Finally. Sorry.
I rolled 22 on my insight.
Yeah, 23.
She's doesn't seem to be at this point lying to you. She's being very casual about how she's giving this information out, but she does. There seems to be like an almost want to earn your trust, so she's being a little upfront right now.
What is the significance of this? The ring, the coins, the material. What is this?
The agent gave them to us. Just something about so he knows who's been in and out. If people show up and they don't have the rings, he knows they haven't been there before. They do have the rings.
Can I mean, at this point, I don't trust anything. Can I discern that this is
You can make an insight check.
truthful enough? I mean, I hate to make one back to back, but good lord, I don't know. I got 17.
Yeah, the significance of the ring to her is very much like hear about this. She continues a little further. We are encouraged to kind of help each other a little bit. The doors can be a very confusing place, and so I thought maybe giving it to you would encourage old Chansey here to give you a hand. And it seems like to her that's what this ring means. Like, people who wear it may be more likely to help each other out. You're like a little iffy. You can't really point out an exact lie while she's like saying what the rings mean. But I think even without the insight check, you don't think that makes much sense.
Scaring Chansey was an accident because we had just come into contact with strange and perplexing individuals and were immediately perplexed immediately after by the ring. We had no idea.
Strange individuals.
I just
No,
some
all
folks on the
these-
streets.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit going down in this town, and it's all confusing.
There
Do
is. You should watch your backs out on the streets. Not everyone can be trusted out there.
You were talking earlier about religion a bit.
She
you
moves
serve
over at this point.
Arcos?
Sorry. She moves over at this point as you're talking, kind of sits on the bed and crosses her legs. Not really. I don't serve any god in particular, but I mean, shit, this one helps me when I need it to. Well, I didn't have the ring while I was in jail, nor did I have the access to the Realm of Doors. So, but otherwise, for most of my life, I have known the Doors. My father took me there for the first time. I was 6 or 7. So it's the knowledge of it was passed down from family more than anything.
Does your mother know about it?
Oh, I hope not. Otherwise, she'd realize all the time she grounded me it didn't quite work.
Miss Viz,
Yes, sir.
has this god asked you to do anything in return?
Once or twice. Nothing too bad. It's not an entirely free exchange. Those coins you've been looting from the house, he takes those as payment, and if you don't have the coins, you do something for him and he gives you the coins.
I would say Seder didn't like pocket any of those. She was just like,
Ah,
she just saw
okay.
them. So,
He
my bad.
was-
I didn't.
No,
clarify
understood.
that.
He's not this god. He's not why you did that thing 5 years ago, right?
No, gods, no.
Okay.
There are far worse reasons for that man to go under.
I'd like to hear them.
You're close. Your theory. You're not exactly right. It's what this agent asked my father to do. That was the big problem.
Though he didn't follow the request, and
No, he did, but the request was a big fucking problem. I found my, again, changeling father about a mile away from Stone Table Haven. Doing something. I don't know what had gotten into him, but there were three individuals I guess he had killed for some reason, and he had their bodies decomposing in the back of his carriage, and he had a list. My mother's name was at the bottom of that list, and I was not letting him get there.
I'm going to insight check.
Do it.
Me too.
I hate that I've done so many, but I cannot trust this individual. Well, it was bad.
That's a natural 1.
I got, it's just a 10.
Anyone else insight checks?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I asked the question.
Please?
Roll so good.
17 for me.
Ooh, 19.
Look at you.
There's a little, both the 17 and the 19. It seems like she's actually having some trouble recalling all of the details. Specifically about, like, when she caught her father, it seems like maybe it was a little bit of a blur. But, she continues, he went on for months after that, but as I said, I wasn't gonna let him get to the bottom of that fucking list.
Okay.
Why didn't you ever... You never told your mother?
I don't know if she would have believed me. I know you've all noticed. I can be difficult, and I was very difficult with my mother before everything happened, even, and then even more so after all that happened, before I left. I was scared to talk to her about it, and I mean, really the only thing that matters is she's safe, so I don't think she needs to know.
We're sorry the confusion that happened did.
I should have been more upfront about all of this. I didn't expect everyone to happen upon it, you know, the first night you were here, but as I said before to all of you, I know people. I want to help set all of you up to leave here. It's not the best place to stay, but it's going to be hard to leave without some sort of connections.
Why is that?
Because you need a boat, friend, and those cost a lot of money. So either you gotta know someone who's really be willing to pay that bill up front, or you've got to know enough people to be able to make the money to get the boat.
Hmm.
That's why I wanted to introduce you to Kel. Have you all met with him yet?
No. I wouldn't even know where to look.
Yeah. Weird one, Kel. I would hang out near the city center. He knows, what you all look like. Spoke with him not long ago. He seemed intent on helping all of you. So if you don't hear from him by the end of the day, let me know, and I'll make sure you get your meeting.
If it's
Ollie will just kind of is a little at a loss for words, honestly.
Viz just kind of nods. Listen, I gotta go help Mom. We are making desserts. I just wanted to come by because Chansey let me know what happened.
Right.
I'll get all that smoothed over. Y'all don't have anything to worry about. But I will see you all later for a drink and maybe some cake if we figure how to do that without burning it.
So we're just supposed to forget what we found here?
Well, I was gonna. Listen. Chansey's not my best friend or nothing. If you decide to do what you want to do, whatever that is, won't hurt my feelings, but can't say if you'll make anyone else upset.
I didn't intend to hurt her. I told her that myself. That was not part of the plan. At least not mine.
It's alright. I don't know. I don't know where she is right now. Got me through ascending, so I guess I'll see her when I see her. And if you see her first, just apologize. I mean, she's pretty forgiving, easy to work with.
or
Anyways,
See you at the bar.
I must away. And she peeks back in through the wardrobe and shuts it.
As soon as it shut, Seder says nothing because, like, she's. Oh.
I'm gonna start trying to move this fucking wardrobe
Yeah,
away.
Kepri moves it.
Oh yeah, right.
You move the wardrobe
back.
away, severing the connection.
I helped do that, and we're getting the fuck out of here. At least I want to.
You all. What are you? Sorry, Capri.
Sorry.
So we're just supposed to forget this?
Oh. We got to go.
I didn't.
But what
know
about
our
those arrows there and the crossbow? What's going to happen to those?
maybe I'm just uneducated on religion, but I didn't know Arcos and his agents had assassins. That
I
never
mean-
seemed like his deal.
I don't know anything about Can we say that, like, I don't know if it's true at all, but I have this weird hunch that they are able to hear us when we're in Chansey's place. But if are we still in there?
Leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can all like exit pretty briskly.
Okay. Is there, this may be the stupidest thing, but is there a possibility that there's Viz is bad and the Viz and Chansey are bad and the doors are just the doors? Like it's
I will. I mean, Arcos has been known to be a fairly neutral, if not good, entity being.
right.
Like, maybe in history, like, other gods of similar nature have like sought out similar things for certain ideals, but it's hard to kind of put that together with the information you have.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that apparently the agent was getting Viz's dad to kill. So, I mean, that's completely, yeah. Oh boy.
And I mean, unless something's changed, I never even heard of him having champions. I think your theory could be right. These could just be fucking nuts who are
Correction,
using his
sorry.
realm.
Arcos was one of the 3 that had champions.
Oh, he was. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's okay.
I misunderstood.
It's okay.
Okay. Rewind. Rewind.
I just never heard of Arcos using his champions in such a way, but I don't worship him. But he never seemed like that type. So I think your theory could be right. They could just be using the realm.
But
Who knows?
her father, that part is very strange. I also feel that, well, Viz said she didn't care what happened to Chansey. If we still wanted to put in an anonymous tip, could do so. Or do we feel that that was also a lie?
Well, she did say that something about the agents getting upset. Do you think that's why? Because Viz interfered, why she was captured and put in that place for so long?
I have no way to pass through info that is so outlandish to me.
I hate to say, once we leave this place, I will not be at a loss if I don't see Viz again.
Same. I feel especially dirty now. Do you think those baths are open?
I was about to say, if you had been heading that direction, you're probably about 10 minutes away at this point, but they would be open by now.
Mm.
If your conversation has
Fucking
finished?
yikes.
Oh, I mean, conversation can still go. I just threw that in there.
Mm.
Gods. I mean, we didn't think Viz a harmless, cheerful flower that entire ship ride, but this is having apathy or neutral opinion about a mass murderer.
Yeah, I don't really want to fuck around with that place anymore.
It's not
I
how-
think it could be a good idea. Mirren was saying it earlier. distancing ourselves. Especially after those two on the street. You know what? I can take the hint. I don't want to get involved with the bad people.
I think a wide berth will do us well. We still have to worry about Kel, who, as we've been told, will just find us, I think. That'll be the end of it,
Yeah,
hopefully.
I hope so too.
I think the bath place has food as well.
No.
Oh, sorry.
You are all greeted at the front by an slightly older, like elven woman, who is standing at the front doors to this large double door bathhouse, and there is a small line of people. Not that there's like a waiting, not that people are like waiting, but there's like it just opened and so people are getting checked in. You guys have to stand in this line for just a minute before you are allowed up, and she kind of looks at your group and goes, "Good morning. How are we all doing today?"
Good morning.
Good morning.
Disgusting.
I wasn't gonna say it, but could smell you from the back of the line.
Yeah.
Are we getting private baths today? Are we getting assisted baths? Or are you just wanting the public house?
What's the price on each of those?
The public will run 5 copper. The assisted 1 gold, and the private, which can hold up to 2 people, is... Looked at her list. Actually, almost full for today, so I've only got 1 of those private rooms. But that'll be 2 silver.
Excuse me. Assisted baths? Is
Sure.
it for,
yeah.
Excuse me. Is it for people who aren't able to do it themselves? Or
I guess so. Or if they just want some help.
okay. Seder doesn't like the idea of that one, but
The private baths only hold 2 people?
I mean, I suppose you could squeeze more in if you were so inclined.
I'll look to the others.
What are we thinking?
I'll just
I'll follow
wait
along.
outside.
Yeah, I was. Well, I don't want you by yourself. I'm gonna be so honest.
I mean, you could just turn around if you want, Kepri.
That's
Hey, you could watch the door.
fine.
You pay the... Oh lord, how much did I say it was? 2 silver.
I think, yes. I'm short.
How much?
Um,
Oh my god. Does that
I-
add up to 1 gold piece? I'm sorry. My
yeah,
brain.
for all of us.
You're only paying for 1 private chamber. So it's just 2 silver.
Oh, I'll break 1 of my gold. It's 10 silver to a gold.
Yes. We don't offer much in the way of cleaning your clothing. However, if you wish to leave it with us for an additional gold piece, we could have it delivered somewhere that could wash them for you and bring them back.
In during the time of our bathing.
It might take slightly longer for your clothes to return to us. However, we could definitely get an expedited process going.
Yeah, yeah, why
Sure.
not?
Well-
That's just another gold.
Mm-hmm. 1 gold.
Yeah, I'll do it.
There is a small privacy curtain in front of the door. Pull that in front of the door after you're all in and ready. Leave your clothes on the outside of that so someone can come collect those while you're in there.
Thank you.
Thank you. You all have a wonderful stay. There is no time limit, but we might send people to check on you if you are in there for too long.
Understood.
The private rooms are at the back. You're going to be very far right. And you all
you.
make your way into this space. It is a 20 by 20 room with like a 10 by 10 bath. Which is like great for 1 or 2 people, but for 3 or 4 is a little cramped. It's like trying to bathe while everyone's in a small hot tub.
Just take turns.
You could take turns if that's what you wanted to do.
I mean, I could just sit on the sit nearby.
Capri, do you stay outside of this chamber or do you move in with them?
He's gonna stay outside.
You look out and you see a whole bunch of naked strangers taking baths. Make me a perception check if you're looking for like if you're actually keeping watch.
No.
Okay.
So here's the, I mean, since would it be unfair if, because we'd be 2 people. Anyways, do you think I should go keep Capri company? Well, you 2.
If you want to.
Yeah, it's completely up to you.
Cedar, don't want y'all seeing your lady bits.
Yeah, Sator's gonna go in all by herself afterwards. Yeah, Sator will step out and greet Capri.
You step out next to Capri and you look out at a whole bunch of naked strangers taking baths.
This is Tuesday. I'm used to this.
Oh, sorry, Yak, you go ahead.
Satyr, are you not gonna...
Oh, I will. I just I don't know. I don't really want to get naked around too many other people.
Well, good news, I don't think I can. So, you should be fine.
I mean, have you ever taken all of your bugs and put them all on the outside?
Why do you think I'm not going in there?
Sorry, that is fun. Satyr and Capri are gonna have a swell chat.
Okay. The 2 of you inside, is there anything that you're specifically talking about doing as you sit and finally, after a very long time, like, get a good bath?
Ollie, which he does stay in the form of Ollie for all of this. I think is just kind of spaced for the moment. And then we'll just kind of say, this shit is so crazy.
Yeah,
Howard.
I don't like it.
Me neither.
I don't like not having all the cards.
Well, it's not always about having all the cards. It's uh, I just can't shake the feeling that Viz is trying to pull something on us.
Me too.
And I'm not I'm not trying to be played like that. But, it is a bit interesting. I have a sort of a studious interest in Arcos, more than like a spiritual or religious one.
I guess that makes
And-
sense because his whole thing is like history, knowledge, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And so I was intrigued when Viz brought that name up, but I don't think we can trust her.
Have you ever heard of Arcos's acolytes doing shit like that? I'm not very
Mm.
well versed in his whole domain, I suppose.
No, but I'm also not the most tapped in that kind of knowledge.
I'm so sorry. It's been eating me inside. I actually wanted to make a perception check because I'm anxious about
Do it.
things. Let me do that. Sorry.
And I'll get back to you if anything happens.
That's gonna be. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so bad at math. 13.
13. Okay.
Do you care if I ask why you're interested in Arcos?
I'm afraid that he might be the only one that has answers to several questions I have. And if he's not, then he might be the most willing to tell me.
Regarding what?
You see, Morin just kind of struggling to, find the right words to say, but eventually Zay clears his throat and is like, I I saw something that um uh and I can't uh really understand it. And when I tried to talk to people, um, my family, my friends, my leaders about it, it became clear that um, my I was no longer safe in my home, and I need help understanding. And so I know what to tell them. Um,
Or
I I wish I could tell you more details, but um I it it's really um a lot.
you okay?
I miss my kids.
Shit, I didn't
I
hear you.
I mean I've uh I haven't um I don't really like telling people that. Um
Secret's safe with me.
I mean I'll probably tell the rest of my group or the rest of our group. Um it's not like a huge secret or anything. It's just, you know, if you know, wrong people find out, then it could be scary. But I I haven't seen my family in a long time, and um, I I miss them a lot.
I can't exactly say I'm in the exact same boat, but I don't have kids, but I miss my family too. Um,
Ugh.
I'm not sure if they miss me, but um, it is hard when you can't go back.
You know, I think only my son misses me. But
I mean, I hope this doesn't make things worse, me saying this. And I don't know you that deeply, but I mean, I see how you interact with Capri. I think you seem like a good dad.
and with that, I think for the first time in a really long time, Morin just cries.
And you start to let it out.
Oh shit. And realizing we're both naked, I'm not gonna go to comfort you, but Ollie will just kind of sorry, I didn't mean to make it worse.
No, you're fine. It's a... I just... Oh my god. I'm okay. You didn't say anything bad. What the fuck?
No, you're fine. I mean, it's good to not bottle.
I'm not really this emotional. I hate this. What? Stop. Oh.
Once again, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anybody.
Just as a side note, because I forgot to mention it earlier, I think revealing his naked naked body, you see like a continuation of the scars on his face, kind of reach down his chest and torso as well.
I can let you in on a secret too if you want, if it makes you feel better. So you don't feel bad about being vulnerable. This face is my dad's.
Oh. That's
He's not dead or anything. I guess it's helps me feel close.
I think Morin just nods quietly. Yeah.
Quickly, if you were both finished, or
I will say there was one thing I thought that I wanted to say with Capri. I don't know if you want to say what the perceptions are.
I was waiting to see if Ollie, was there anything else from you?
No, I think Ollie will just kind of sit there and if maybe small talk if they do, but
Sure.
you can just kind of sit.
Stater, these walls aren't particularly thick, and neither of them were trying to be quiet. So you overheard some of that. I won't tell you what of it you heard, but I'll let you choose. You heard some of it.
I try to not, because it's not what I should do. But we cut to Seder and Kepri. I mean I really think I would have a favorite one if I had so many. You have to have at
Oh,
least
she-
one that you like the best.
But it's not like that. There's so many, and all of them are so unique, and they're all special. And picking one just feels so, you know.
You're right. I wouldn't want to make you choose. That one's my favorite.
It is pretty good. I'll give you that.
But it's been pretty crazy time. How do you think you're holding up, Kempri? Aside from past hour, let's say.
Well, aside from the past hour, a little overwhelmed. Bit scared. And really, really homesick.
Yeah. Me too. When I was in that post, I really, really thought about sending a letter back to my family. Just to, let them know I'm alive. I'm sure they didn't expect to miss me for 3 months. But I wouldn't have anything new to tell them. So, I wouldn't have an answer. I mean, I really want to get to the bottom of your situation, Capri. I mean, a dwarf who built bodies like this said that he's not seen. I mean, I know we've already been over that, but did we get like any lead from that, or just what was the other initials? Sorry.
So the other initials were LM, and Lou said that there's an individual who might be in the castle who sometimes like offers money for war relics, like Warforged and things like that, and might know a little bit more.
I think I did get up at that time. What was the initials one more time? I'm
LM.
sorry. Okay.
And then the others are RB.
Yeah, I knew that.
As the two of you are standing there, Seder, this person doesn't really catch your eye until they start approaching you. However, an individual kind of robed comes in from the front, checks in with the receptionist up the front. Their hood is up. They take it off, pull it down, but as they do, you watch them cast a spell to obscure their face. As their face becomes blurred, they fully naked turn and start walking your direction.
Well,
You see that too, don't you, Capri?
see what? Camping will.
I'll nod in the direction of this naked person.
Oh, he fully turned his head like, I wasn't paying attention. He was just talking.
There's a tiny like raise of the hand as you both acknowledge their arrival, and you hear a kind of soft voice come from underneath this blurred visage. We're not talking in here. Where would you like to speak and when?
Fucking cow.
I I'm so sorry. My mind is drawing blanks. What's like the closest like inn, bar, tavern? Would that be a
So
decent
the one that you were going to go to is Two Left Shoes. But whether or not you want to lead him to like the one you're staying at, I don't know. The closest one would be Salia's.
I'm not going there.
There is another. I don't think you were given the name of it. Murrin would know.
God, I don't know a place to throw out there. If whoa, this is gonna be awkward. If you're going to, the walls are thin. I don't have any suggestions. Maybe you find some clothes and go for a walk. Find a place.
I paid the gold to take a bath. I'll take a bath. Think on it. Find me before you leave.
It's so does he?
He turns and walks away.
Can assume who that is.
He does stay like kind of within your line of sight as he just moves to like the public bathing area. Keeping the spell on his face, he kind of does draw attention to himself, but it's not like he cares too much. They can't tell who he is.
And now I'm worried all over again.
I was really hoping maybe he just wouldn't. I'm almost. I don't want my fears to be confirmed. Can't truly believe my sister's doing what she is now. Gods. There's no way to leave. He'd know. I guess I'm going to wait until I
Yeah.
can confer with the rest.
Your two friends come out clean as shit. Are you gonna talk to them before you bathe?
I'll be very quiet. Say to Morthen and Ollie as they walk out. Kellen's here. Asked me to meet him someplace.
Oh my god.
It is inconvenient, isn't it? I couldn't think of a spot off the top of my head. I don't know this city yet. Would we know somewhere good? Or should I just use this room here?
I like the idea of here because it's public.
Sure, but the walls are pretty thin.
I say honestly, there's no tracks of us here. He knows, surely knows, but if we can get it done while we're here and leave, be done with it, I'd be fine with that.
So, what's the plan?
I guess.
Is it
Oh,
still
what?
kind of semi-public place? It's not so crowded, you think?
Sorry, can you
What?
say that again?
Is there a still semi-public place we could go that's maybe not so crowded?
Oh, sorry,
Am
I'm
I-
not playing.
Is my
And-
oh sorry.
No, I heard you. Sorry.
Yeah. There's we could meet at the other inn.
I know the Salias and the two left shoes. What was that other place?
DM.
The other one is called where is it? Where is it? It's called the Guardians of Face.
The
I
Guardians of Face.
Hmm.
But it is like a bar / inn.
I like the idea of getting rooms at the two left shoes and then maybe meeting there.
Well, I guess it depends on how Kel wants to go about it. I'm sure he'll meet me there at a later time. I'm not sure though. I don't know how to get his attention.
He told you to just find him before you left.
Yeah. But yeah. So okay. So is the plan that I am going to tell him to meet me later at the Guardians of Face? I think that sounds good to me. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not going alone. We'll have to figure something out about that. Okay.
He wasn't necessarily telling you to go alone.
Yeah. Well, I walk up to Kel. Just say meet you later at the Guardians of Face.
Mm-hmm. We never saw each other here.
Keeps walking.
Do you get your bath before you leave?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll take I'll be so fast.
Get all clean.
I do.
You all head out, and I'll say you can pay for 3 rooms. There are 3 rooms available. If you only wanted 2, you could get 2. But either way, someone's gonna have to bunk with somebody else. Each room is 3 silver a night. So how many rooms and how many... I guess you don't have to pay in advance for nights. So if you just wanted to pay for tonight, that is okay.
Would any of you feel any sorts about me buying my own room?
That's fine.
Sure.
That you said how many silver?
3 a night.
So I will have. Sorry.
7 silver.
7 silver, 24 gold. Because I have 25 right now. Right? Am I doing the math right?
Yes.
Great. So bad. Cool.
How many more rooms are we getting, and who's paying? Are you just gonna get the other 2, or the rest of the 3 of you gonna share a room?
I don't mind either way, but I would at least like to share with Kepri.
I don't really need a bed.
How many
There's
beds is
one
it per
one
room?
bedroom. They are large enough beds, though, that if you felt the need to like share one, you could do so without it being uncomfortably close.
I guess I can just get my own room.
I forgot. Nathan is speaking. I forgot I was like technically supposed to be your bodyguard.
Oh,
Uh,
Ollie was gonna say something about it. Not angry, but later.
might
It's
be.
okay.
I think taking that into account, my brain is still bad tonight. I won't do that. We'll go about the usual.
So, so 2 rooms then.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Let's make sure it's going to be 6 silver. Make sure that gets paid any way, shape, or form.
Ollie will cough up the money.
Doing all of it?
The
Or just 3?
yeah.
I'll we'll
do
do
all
half and half. I'll do 3.
You sure?
It's only 3 silver.
3 silver.
It's only 3 silver.
Appreciate it.
And afterwards, you all make your way to the Guardians of Face to go meet with Kel? Question mark.
Unless anyone else needs or wants to make any stops, any more stops. I don't even know where
I
that.
think so.
I think I'm good.
Alright.
Okay.
You walk in, and you see the bartender kind of look at all of you. If, you're all who I think you are, I think your friend's waiting upstairs. Room 7.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's already, paid for. I'll send, I'll be up in about an hour to see if anyone needs anything.
I'm still. I've incited everyone. Can I incite him?
Sure.
Okay. A nat 20.
Oh, holy sh!
There's a within this bartender's like voice, there's like a playful almost like tune behind it. They're not deceiving you, but it seems like maybe they know almost more about what's going on. And they're just being a little coy about it. But not in a way that's immediately noticeable to anyone but Seder.
I'm gonna have to be right back for a bit. Y'all continue.
Okay. Okay. I'll kind of brush that aside. I mean, yeah, I'll go upstairs to room 7.
Sure. You move up, open the door to room 7, and there is a table within the room. The bed has seemingly been removed. And there's a table with enough seats for you plus Kel. And then one extra at the other end. The seat is pulled out, but nobody seems to sit down at it as this figure's whose face is being magically obscured, wearing their robes once more, kind of sits at one end and invites you all to sit as well. There are drinks poured in front of all of you, if you so wish to indulge.
Ollie does not.
Yeah, me neither.
I will not imbibe.
As Kel looks at all of you, no need to be so uptight. We're here on business. I wouldn't hurt potential customers. And we're gonna end tonight's session there.
Oh, right as I just came back.
Sorry. The only thing that happened was you went up and sat down with Kel. The
And-
conversation didn't even start.
Called us customers.
He did. He called you customers.
Well, That's good because the reason I left is we just got issued a tornado warning. So
Oh
fuck?
shit.
Oh shit.
Please go get safe.
What the
So,
fuck?
I guess I'll see y'all later. Sorry.
Yeah,
Please
good
go
luck.
safe.
Be safe,
Be
homie.
Yeah.
Homie.
Love ya.
Love
Yeah,
you.
Okay,
you.
be
Good.
good. Bye.
Lord.
Eh.
It's turning to